Hari Om, everybody. Those of you who want to sit in front, please come. You can feel free to bring your chairs as well. If someone can close this door. समस्त जन कल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम् दक्षिणे लक्ष्मणो यस्य वामे तु जनकात्मजा पुरतो मारुतिर्यस्य तं वन्दे रघुनन्दनम् ॐ नमः श्री तुलसीदास सद्वरिष्ठाय धीमते पूरितं हृदयं येन राम प्रेमामृतेन मे राम प्रेमामृतेन Hari Om, everybody, welcome. We are discussing and dwelling upon this wonderful work of Saint Tulsidas Ji, which is known as Sri Ramcharitmanas. And today is our 16th class. And let's take a short review of what we have done so far. So first few classes we looked at the Mangalacharan, that is how to begin a project, whose blessing should we seek. We saw that in Sanskrit Vandana, Stuti, the praise of Lords, from whom we draw the energy, strength, patience, creativity. The source is only one, the Lord. So the Sanskrit shlokas we saw, we also saw it in sequence. Why in certain sequence we should pray to the Lord, and then Guru, and then purity of mind. Everything we saw those in Sanskrit, and in this local language, Awadhi language, we saw that. Then we saw specially salutation to Guru, the role of Guru in our life. We saw in detail on that. And then we saw salutations to Ram and Sita ji. Who are they? The same question Parvati ji asked. And we saw a wonderful mixture of Saguna Nirguna, with form, without form. We saw the analogies of wave and water. The language and its meaning, can we separate it? No. So that's how the comparison between the Ram and Sita ji was done. So you must be reading kahiyat bhinna na bhinna gira artha sama bichi sama, like a wave and ocean. Can we separate water from the wave? So all these things we discuss in details to convince our intellect that this nirguna nirakar, the formless, attributeless reality, is the same thing that is appearing in these so many names and forms. And actually that is what is the main purpose of this Ramayana. For that, purity of mind is needed. For that, we saw the glory of Namasat, Japam. This is the Japam is the spiritual practice which is least dependent on everything else. We can do it on our own. Even if somebody is sick in the bed, that person can also do it. The electricity is there, even Wi-Fi is not there, you can do it. These days, that is the glory. Even when there is no Wi-Fi, you can still do it. Then the same question was asked by Satiji of this Ram. Who is this Ram? The ultimate reality. And is this formless and then with form, are they same or different? Actually, we saw this in, so to speak, two lives of Satiji. The transformation or the progress of Jiva, or our progress of spirituality, we saw that. In first life, she was Satiji. And then she didn't have the purity of mind as much needed. But then with Lord's grace, she got association with Shankar Bhagwan, Lord Shiva in her next life. And then, but her doubts were not gone. But now her doubts were gotten a different attitude. They were of curiosity. Now the reality is there. It is my inability that I am not able to deal with it. I need more understanding. Not that it is not true. The doubt is now doubt has gone. I don't believe it. That thing is gone. And now in its place, the enthusiasm has taken what is called as jidnyasa. With the enthusiasm of curiosity, and I need to understand this. With that, the efforts were made. And while doing that, we saw that in detail. And she asked many questions. We're going to come to that. And now this next episode that is coming, now we are going to see, is the obstacles in spiritual practice. See, as we progress, you may say, oh, Arvind, don't consider us so preliminary. We are pretty advanced sadhaka. Yes, we are. Let us not demean ourselves. We are doing our best. And sometimes we do feel calm, quiet. Sometimes we do feel that, oh, today I didn't lose my temper. And things happen. But then the obstacles also come. So what kind of obstacles they come? So we are going to see one such episode of Narad Muni. Now see, in Parvati's, her second life, her guru was Narad Muni. And he is the one who first tested her and then advised her that she is going to be married with Lord Shiva. So not in her when she was Sati, but in her second life, Parvati. And in that episode, there is one episode where he got Narad Muni, such an advanced sadhakas, he too got deluded, so to speak. So how to learn and what to learn? That's what we are going to see in this, what is called as Narad Moha Prasang. Okay, so Satiji asked this, Parvatiji asked these 10 questions. Thank you for those who have been sending me email about this mapping. The project was the way this book is put together, whether we can find the answers to Satiji's all 10 questions into this book. So got your answers. And so now we are going. So first question is now settled because Shivaji took that first question, most difficult question first. This Nirguna, formless, attributeless, pure Brahman is the same Brahman, same reality, same truth is now manifested in this world as you and me. There is no difference. That was the first question. Now, second thing is avatar, the incarnation of God. She asked the second question. Prabhu, Puni Prabhu Kahu Ram Avatar. Please tell me. Now, this question will be tackled. This is the topic now. We'll go on in Narada Moha. So there, we'll be starting on page 61. So Shankar Bhagwan, the Lord Shiva, told Parvati ji the general aspects of why does Lord take incarnation. And that is no different than what we have learned in Bhagavad Gita, that to re-establish the dharma, the law and order, to protect the devotees, all those general guidelines are there. But then there are also some additional points. See, for example, let us say you are staying somewhere and then your distant friend from a long city, he on different part of a town comes to see you. Say, hey, how did you come on this side? That the friend may have a say, these just want simple answer is they just wanted to see you. But they will say, no, no, I came to Costco and then now from your home is near, so I came. Or I'm fixing a tire in this auto shop and I'm seeing you. There could be so many reasons. We don't know. We really don't know why exactly Lord has taken incarnation. So there, and then Lord Rama's avatar, incarnation, not it didn't just happen once. It happened multiple times at multiple times and multiple occasions to fulfill. Okay. Now in this one episode, Bhagwan, Shankar Bhagwan is telling Parvati ji what happened. Why Lord Rama had to take avatar. Okay. So we'll see that.
नारद श्राप दीन एक बारा कल्प एक एहि लगी अवतारा गिरिजा चकित भई सुनि बानी नारद विष्णु भगत पुनि ज्ञानी कारण कवन श्राप मुनि दीना का अपराध रमापति कीना यह प्रसंग मोहि कहु पुरारी मुनि मन मोह आच रज भारी बोले बिहसी महेश तब ज्ञानी मूढ़न कोई जेहि जस रघुपति करहि जब सो तस तेहि चलो कहूँ राम गुण गाथ भरद्वाज सादर सुनहु भवभंजन रघुनाथ भजु तुलसी तजिमान मद
We are on page 61 and 62. So once what happened, that Narada Shrapa Deen Ekabara. Narad ji gave curse to Lord Bhagwan. Wow. Narad ji gave curse. So listening to this, Girija got stunned. Oh, Narad Bhagwan gave curse. The curse. Bhagwan, Narad ji gave curse. Narad ji is a guru, in this life. And he gave curse to punish as though to Vishnu Bhagwan. He said, Karana Kavana Shrapa Munitina. Why did he do that? Why? And she thought there could be only, wow, she was so surprised. How could that happen? And then she could only think, she said, only two reasons are possible. See, first of all, Narad Muni is a Muni. So it must be delusion on Narad Muni's part. But that's not possible because he is a Muni. And he is my guru, so he can't do any mistake. So obviously, so this is one reason. So the other reason is he is Jnani and he is Vishnu Bhakta. First reason is he is devotee of Vishnu Bhagwan, so he cannot do anything wrong. So only reason is Lord Vishnu must have done some mistake. See, she thinks he is my guru. See, that shows, see, please, in this one, don't think these are Parvati's ignorance or anything. We should all see that this is, it could be me. Please don't laugh at Naradji when the episode is going to come. We can say I would be laughable if I do the same thing as Naradji has done. Then if you laugh, it is okay. These are very highly evolved spiritual seekers. But see, so the Pandit, the experts, what they say, this is the indication of Guru Nishtha. How much faith you must have on Guru, that if he or she cannot do anything wrong. Lord must have done something wrong. The Parvati's Guru Nishtha is so strong. She said, Ki aparadha Ramapati ki na. So to that, and they said, oh, you must tell me this, your prasanga, this episode, you must tell me. Purari, the demon which Shankar Bhagwan defeated, and Munimana Moha Acharaja Bhari. I can't stop wondering, how could that happen? Mana Moha Acharaja. How could that happen? Please tell me. I'm just dumbfounded. To that, Shankar Bhagwan said, Bihasi. So Mahesh, he laughed as sarcastically. Why? See, you said Muni Moha. He said Narad Bhagwan got deluded, but how could that be? So Shankar Bhagwan thought, you yourself got deluded in last birth. Did you forget that? At that time, you didn't have any questions. But now you are feeling so surprised. Did you forget already that you were deluded earlier and you also didn't trust Lord Rama? Did you forget that? So he says, in this world, Bole BSc Mahesataba, Gyani Moodana Koi. Don't put this label, this person is knowledgeable and this is ignorant. At that time, whatever is appropriate, Lord does it at that moment. Now, again, this sentence applies only to spiritual seekers of the order of Naradji, Parvatiji, and Garud. Garud, see, this conversation, actually, we would see, we'll be visiting 3 banks out of 4 banks in this episode today. The portion that is going on from Garud and the other one, we are omitted that. But of that, the devotees of this order of Narad Bhagwan, Parvati ji, only this applies. Oh, Lord will do, Lord has done, is not my. We cannot say that. Only those devotees who don't, from whose mind the Lord is not gone even for a second, but suddenly something happens in their life, and then we say, oh, how did that happen? To that, Shankar Bhagwan is concluding, because Lord wants to achieve something. He uses this as an excuse to get his work done. I'll give you an example. Ramakrishna Paramahansa's father, Khudiram Bose, was known as a very honest person in his town. This story I'm telling you now, almost 200 years back. And there, see, the things were not different any time than they are today. So someone wanted to grab somebody's land, and then that Jamindar, that landlord, he thought that piece of land that I also want. So he told Ramakrishna Paramahansa's father that you please go and give affidavit in a court that this land belongs to me. Whom? Ramakrishna Paramahansa's father. He asked him. Because he says, you are known as the most truthful person in this town. So if you say so, the judge would agree. Khudiram Bose knew the consequences and he declined. He said, I will not do it. The next thing happened was, this landlord had a false claim on Khudiram's land, and he got evicted from his town. Now people will say, oh, Khudiram, he got evicted, kicked out of his town. But Khudiram himself didn't say. He said that is what Lord's wish is. This is what happened. Because Ramakrishna Paramahansa was to be born in Kamarkapur, where that landlord came to know, the Kamarkapur landlord came to know that this has happened in this city. So he invited him. And he had 3 acres of, so to speak, barren land, and he gave it to him. Semi-barren land. He said, don't worry, Khudiramji, this land is yours. Has not been cultivated by many years. Many of you may be knowing this history. And the history shows that that land turned out to be most fertile. It is a miracle that Khudiram Bose had never had to see, or he got always great harvest from that land. Because the Saha, the name of this landlord in Kamarkapur, his punya was more because the Lord says, I want Ramakrishna Gadai to be born here. So he brought him here. But this can be applied only to the spiritual seekers of that order. You and me, we must say, I must have done something wrong, and my conviction, my sadhana, I need to improve. But these things happen. So this is one excuse Lord used to take avatar. But then Parvati said, I must want to know, what is this? What is this? Katha. So we all like stories, right? So let's listen to this story now. Okay? Now this Sortha is there. Now see, this episode, we already saw when we see Doha, we draw special meaning. That's why I spent so much time on this. Why? At that time, Lord wishes this means what? We spend time on it. And on this, Tulsidas ji has given Doha as well as Sortha. Means more meaning, more contemplation is needed. Okay, now what does Sortha say? So again, this katha now goes back to Karmagha, where Yajnavalkya Muni is telling to Bharadwaj Muni, Kaho Rama Gunagatha, Bharadwaja Sadar Sunahu, Bhavabhanjana Raghunatha, Bhaju Tulasi Tajiman. So here again, the story dwells on two banks. From Karma Ghat, where Bharadwaj and Yajnavalkya Muni are talking, there Yajnavalkya Muni says to Bharadwaj Muni, Rishi, listen to Rama's qualities and how he gets his work done with lot of respect. Sadhara Sunam. Understand how the work gets done. And then Tulsidas ji says, he's sitting on the Dina Ghat. He's telling his own mind, oh my mind, please give up your all this mana mother, false, pride. Be humble. And don't say, I won't commit such mistakes. I won't give curse to Lord. No, that's not the point. You be humble and listen to this story, how Lord will help you. If Lord can go, the meaning is, if Lord can go to such an extent, why would removing my persecutions, my difficulties, would it be difficult for Lord? No, it will be so easy. There is no problem. Lord can remove my difficulties very easily. So Tulsidas is telling his mind, please give up all this false pride and be devoted to Bhagavan. Okay. So now the story begins. So Shivaji is telling now story. What happened? Very interesting, enchanting, humorous, at the same time dramatic story. Okay. We are on page 62. Those who want to follow.
हिमगिरि गुहा एक अति पावनी, बसमीप सुर सरी सुहावनी, आश्रम परम पुनीत सुहावा, देखि देव ऋषि अति मन भावा, निरखि शैल सरी विपिन विभागा, भयउ रमापति पद अनुरागा, सुमिरत हरि श्राप गति बाधी, सहज विमल मन लागी समाधि, मुनि गति देखि सुरे प्राणा काम ही बोली कीन सनमाना सहित सहाय जाऊ मम हेतु चले हरषि जलचर केतु सुनासीर मन मम असि त्रासा चहत देव ऋषि मम पुरवासा जे कामी लोलुप जग माही कुटिल काकैव सब ही डेराही सुख हाड़ले भाग सठ स्वान निरखी मृगराज छीन ले जनि जान जड़ तिमि सुरपति लाज सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन
हिमगिरी गुहा एक अति पावन, बह समीप सुर सरी सुहावन. There was one cave in Himalayas. There's one cave. Now Narad Muni, while wandering from place to place, once reached this cave in Himalayas. It was very beautiful. Surrounding was excellent. Nature's beauty was fantastic. And there he saw one ashram, one gurukul, one school, or where he felt like, wow. And there his mind just got absorbed. Dekhi deva rushi manati bhav. He really liked that place. His mind was just absorbed there. And Nirakhi Saila Sari Bipina Vibhaga Bayahu Rama Padi Pada Anurada. What happened was, since he liked that place, actually it turned into his love for Ramapati, means Lord Vishnu Bhagwan. His love for Vishnu Bhagwan just got, sprung out. He was overwhelmed with love of Vishnu. See, what happens is, when we see nature's beauty, our immediate likes and dislikes go away, or they're supposed to be. And then our inner beauty, inner nice thoughts, they come. But then it depends, like Jamnotri, people who go to Gangotri, Jamnotri, there are hot water streams are there in Jamnotri. So the devotees would say, see how Lord is so kind and compassionate. In this cold weather, cold climate, he has given this hot water stream is there. But a person like me goes there, he'll say, oh, hot water, I can make tea here. It depends on what is in my mind. I can say I can open the restaurant here because the tea would be, hot water is free. It depends on whatever in my. So Narad Muni was as a very high spiritual seeker. So looking this place, naturally his mind went to the beauty of Lord Vishnu Bhagwan, and he just, Sumirata Harish. And then what happened? Sahaja Bimala Mana Lavi Samadhi. He went into trance meditation. But what happened here? One very important thing. Sumirata Harihi Shrapa Gati. Naradji was also cursed. Now this goes into another story. See, this is how this Ramcharitmanas becomes so interesting. Somebody has cursed Narad Muni. That you must be knowing this, that somebody cursed him, you won't be able to stay at one place longer than few days, 1 or 2 days. And that's why he is wandering from place to place. This curse was given to him by Daksha. Remember Sati's father in earlier life? Because what happened, Daksha was given the order by Lord Brahma that now you propitiate this world. So he had this 8 sons. But to those 8 sons, Narad Muniji came, and those 8 sons, they became brahmachari. They never got married. They joined ashram. So Daksha said, hey, what happened? So he had another 8 children. They also, Narad Muni took their Balvihar and make them brahmachari. So Daksha got very angry. So he gave curse to Narad Bhagwan. He said, You, anytime you stay any town, you start Balvihar. No, you will not be able to. But someone told Daksha Bhagwan that now you have daughters. They are more faithful. They listen. So that's how he had the 7 daughters. Anyway, I don't want to go to that story. But this curse, Narad Muni forgot. In the sense, see, this is the glory of Lord's name. This is a glory of my love to Lord's feet and glory of devotion that any of our shortcomings are there, we'll be able to overcome. We don't have to worry about it. We can cross them easily. This is the proof that Sumirata Harihi, while chanting Lord's name, Shrapagati Badhi, that curse became ineffective. What a great thing happened. Then what happened? Seeing that Narad Bhagwan is in trance and he is in samadhi, Indra got frightened. Now Indra Bhagwan, as you know, is always concerned because he's feeling insecure. So he immediately called his Kama, his lust and greed, that Lord of love, Kamadev, he called. And he honored him and said, Come, come, I need you, I need you. Why? Suresa Derana. Now see the words of the choice. Suresa means what? Sura means Devata. Lord of Devata is Indra. But Devatas are known for all these worldly pleasures, all the pleasures they have. Someone asked in Purana, you will see that Devatas cannot acquire more punya. All there is, they exhaust their punya. Why so? Because they are busy in indulging. They don't feel like doing spiritual practices. Yeah. So Indra got frightened. And frightened to whom? Muni. See the power of spiritual strength? One who is affluent, who is enjoying all the worldly pleasures, is afraid of spiritual power. See, remember the story of Khudiram Bose I told you? His spiritual power, he was not concerned but whether that landlord will kick him or not. He told the truth. These people with lots of, whose mind is sold out to this worldly pleasures, they, with spiritual power, their strength is nothing. So he called his Kama Bhagwan, and says, go quickly. And there, he is the only one way. What is that? He is to call Madan Kumaran party. Do your orchestra. and to disturb Narad Bhagwan. Go quickly. Madan was very happy because he got one appointment. Now one program will gaya usko to perform. Happily he went. Chalayu harashiya jala kara hetu. And then Sunasira mana mahu atitrasa. See, Sunasira. Nasir means army. Su Nasira Yasya means whose army is very strong. That is Indra Bhagavan. And he is afraid of whom? Deva Rishi. Again, see the conflicting and words. Sunasir mahu atitrasa asitrasa chehat. You think Deva Rishi is wanting to replace me. He wants my city, my kingdom he wants. So he sent him to disturb Narad Bhagavan, Naradji. And now Tulsidas is very harsh. He doesn't mince any words. See, otherwise, Ramcharitmanas is so soft words it is. But now he's going to tell, he's really going to use harsh words for Indra. Je kami lo lup jagamahe. Those who are greedy and feel so insecure in spite of having this wealth, and in anticipation they do harm to others. He says they are like kutila kaka, like a crow. Very bad. He said they are like a crow. They always steal something and run. Kukila kaka iva sabahi derai. Crow is afraid of everybody first of all, but then he takes and steals and goes. And then next doha, is even more harsh. He says is like a dog who is chewing some bone in his mouth, taking, and then he sees the lion, that dog who is chewing on that bone. And you know what that dog thinks? Oh, the lion has come. I think he is coming after my bone. He wants to steal my bone. Sukha hardele bhagasata, swana niraki mrugaraj. Mrugaraj is lion. Hmm. And then he says, Chinile jani jana jada, timi surapati. Surapati again Indra. He has no shame. So here, the dog, the sata, means that crooked dog or wicked dog or foolish dog, is compared with Surapati. And who is Mrugaraj? Who is lion? Narad Muni. And here Narad Muni is, see these spiritual powers have been acknowledged. I tell you this, he was a great spiritual seeker. So the story that we're going to see, please don't laugh at Naradji. This is like the lesson is to be learned is if this could happen to Narad Muni, how much I should be careful. That's how it is to be seen. Okay? All right. Now, let's see the Chopais on page 64. We are going to chant it. We'll just see. So what happened? Madan Kumar came and did his performance there. But nothing happened. Narad Muni was in his trance and he was just, nothing happened. So, nothing happened, had no effect on Narad Muni. Then Lord Madan, the Lord of Love, Cupid, he got frightened. He said, howsoever I'm trying to distract Narad Muni, nothing is happening. So that means looks like I'm in trouble. He told his party, stop. And here one sutra, one formula, one siddhanta, one principle Tulsidaji is saying, who can hear Jasu Tasu? The logic is given. Hetu and the reason. Jasu Tasu. What is that? Whose mind has taken ashraya, who has surrendered to Lord. Bada Rakhavara. Rakhavara means protect. One who has taken the refuge of Ramapati. Can anybody go and cross the boundaries to him? Simaki chapi sakai koi tasu. One who has taken the refuge with Lord, how can anybody disturb him? So with that, nothing happened to Narad Muni. So Kamadev went and he Gaisi Jai Muni Charanatapa. Then he prostrated. When he came, he didn't prostrate to Narad Muni. He tried to distract him. But then once he got convinced, I think he's in trouble. I think he's a great Muni. I hope I don't get burned second time because he's already got burned, as you know, in previous Kalpa. Shivji burned him, right? Madan. So he went and touched his feet and then said,
कहि प्रिय वचन काम परितोषा नाई चरण सिरु आय सुपाई गयउ मदन तब सहित सहाई मुनि सुशीलता आपनी करनी सुरपति सभा जाई सब बरनी सुनी सबके मन अचर जुआवा मुनि ही प्रशंसी हरि सिरुनावा तब नारद गवने शिव पाही जिता काम अहमिति मन माही मार चरित शंकर ही सुनाए अति प्रिय जानी महेश सिखाए बार बार बिनवउ मुनि तो ही जिम यह कथा सुनायउ मोही तिमि जनि हरि सुनावहु कबहु चले हूँ प्रसंग दुराए हूँ तब संबुदीन उपदेश हित नहीं नारद ही सोहान भरद्वाज कौतुक सुनहु हरि इच्छा बलवान।
So, Naradji, Bhayahuna Narada Mana Kachurush. Naradji didn't get angry. See, Madan Kumar was expecting that, like Shivji, he'd be angry and so immediate. But Naradji didn't get angry. He said, "You disturb me, okay." In fact, he spoke soft words. Kahi priya vachana kama paritosha. He spoke softly to Madan Kumar. And so Madan Kumar again touched his feet. And then Gayo Madana Sabha Sahita Saha. He went. He said, "Go. I'm not interested in whatever you're trying. You go." So Madan Kumar went back to Indralok. There he went, and there he told Muni Susilata Apani Karani, Surapati Sabha. In the audience of Indra, Indra was waiting. What happened? When Madan came, Madan Devata, he was waiting. His assembly was waiting. His ministers were waiting. What happened? So in that, Madan now told the glory of Narad Muni, Surapati Sabha, Jai Sabha Barni. He told the glory of Narad Bhagwat. How great it was. I couldn't do anything. Even though I went with full strength, I couldn't do anything. Surapati Sabha, Jai Sabha Barni. He glory to all these devatas. Muni Sabake Manu Acharya. All these devatas, all these goddesses they were also surprised. Now, oh, how come? Narad Muni didn't get angry. And see, Suni Sabake Manu Acharya Bhava. Munihi, they were surprised, but then Munihi Prasamsi, they accepted the glory. They praised Narad Muni, but they did pranam to whom? Harihi Sirunava. They didn't do pranam to Narad Muni. They understood the glory of Narad Bhagwan. They say, oh, it's a great performance. But then they accepted that his Narada's performance, that he couldn't get deluded, couldn't get disturbed. That is because Narad Muni's mind was absorbed in Bhagwan. See how deep it is. It is not just some poems or chopa is written Rama's story. Devata is very intelligent. They saw the Narad Muni's performance, but they said, oh, this, they say, oh, he must be having a great coach. Something like that. Hari is Hiruna. Yeah, wonderful. See this beauty as we contemplate more, these things comes. Okay. And then they must have SMS to everybody else, all this quick, this news must have flashed on all channels, all this, their social media, everything. They must have known, hey, what happened? Narad Bhagwan, Narad Muni didn't get deluded, and Madan Kumar came, all his efforts were futile. All this news must have been splashed everywhere. What they call? Gone viral. Must have gone viral. I hear these words. I don't know what that means. So that news must have reached to Narad Muni. Said, Naradji, did you know? Said, what happened? See, many times it happens that that person himself or herself is not aware. But then suddenly this glory comes to know. So when others start praising, you know what Narad Muni said? Oh, Jita Kam Aham Iti Manamahi. Narad said, oh, I think I have conquered my lust. Oh, great. I must be great. I didn't know that. Jita Kam Ahamiti Manamahi. Now see, this is what happens. When my mind, instead of be devotee, seeing the Lord's glory, if I think I am great, that abhimana, that ego fluffs first thing happens is, now I want to show it off to somebody. And that's why I think all this social media, Facebook, Instagram must have studied Ramcharitmanas very well. Immediately they post on the picture, this happened, that happened. So Narad Muni, this is a great psychology here. That Abhimana comes. I must have, hey, do you know what happened? Did you hear the news? Did you hear? No. Did you read the newspaper? Yesterday's newspaper? Here it is. I have a copy. Read. So now Narad Muni was thinking now whom to go. Little sarcasm here because see, he went to now Shankar Bhagwan. Because he saw Shankar Bhagwan got angry and then in his anger he burned Madan Kumar, right? Madan Devatan. He said, I didn't get angry. I'm better than him. Maybe. So he went to Shankar Bhagwan. Maharaj. And then Shankar Bhagwan, by the way, asked him, hey Narad Muni, where were you? Didn't see you in many days. Ah, yes. Oh, you didn't hear the news? This is what happened. And then he described to him Mara Charita, means Kamadev's Charitra, what happened, he described to him. See, to Shankar Bhagwan, Ram Charita is more priya, isn't it? Instead of Rama Charitra, he narrated him Mara Charitra. See the beauty of this language and how the Saraswati, this on his tongue of his Tulsidas' command on this language, instead of Rama Charita, he used him Mara Charita. Sankar hi sunai. Now Shankar says, oh my God, what happened to Naraji? That's not good. And because Ati Priya Jani Mahesh Sikhaye, since Mahesh Shankar Bhagwan, to him Narad Muni was so dear. He said, I need to teach him. See, otherwise, without asking, we shouldn't teach. Without asking, you shouldn't give advice. But Shankar Bhagwan says, he's too dear to me. I shouldn't let him, do this. So, Ati Priya Jani Mahesa Sikhaye. Ati Priya Jani Mahesa Sikhaye. And he said, Bar Abhinabhav Muni Tohi. He requested him again and again, don't tell this to anybody. You have told me it's okay, but don't tell to others, please. And especially, don't tell this to Vishnu Bhagwan. Naradji said, that's okay. But then what if he starts the topic? Then what? Will that be okay? He said, no. Timi jani harihu sunahu kabahu. And then telehu prasanga durayu tab. Even if he starts the topic, don't tell this. Narad Muni thought, I think Shankar Bhagwan is jealous, getting jealous to me. See, otherwise, but Shankar Bhagwan said, Bar Muni. So he's getting jealous to me. So, see, this is a great psychology. See, Narad Muni said, I didn't come here to listen to your advising. I come here so that you will praise me. That's why I have come. Instead of that, you are giving me advice. See, one young boy, college graduate, in his third year, he went to his uncle. He said, there's a lot of money. So he said, Uncle, you have a lot of money. Give me money to buy a car. What car you want to buy? How much money you need? He said, yeah, I need $60,000. I want to buy Mercedes. He said, why you want to buy Mercedes? You're living in college campus. You don't need Mercedes. This is a first car. He said, Uncle, I come here for money, not for advice. if you don't have money, say no, but don't give me advice. So Narad Muni said, I don't want advice. You see, I come here to tell the praise, and then I know you got angry with Madan, and then now I conquered Now you are saying, don't tell this to anybody. What is this? I don't buy that. I don't get your advice. So, bar bar minavo munitohi. Okay. So, chalayu prasanga duraya uttavo. Please, but see, what happens is when we are puffed with ego, even when somebody tells something which is good for us, we think fault in the person who is telling us. Anyway, so the Dohan, so we need to do Dohan. Sambudhina Upadeshahita Nahi Naradahi Sohan. Again, we are now gone back to Karma Ghat. And now Yajnavalkya Muni is saying, Bharadwaj Muni, listen, Hari Ichha See now, see how it started and ended. How the same thing is told at the beginning of the story is Narad Moha Prasanga. And now is that if Lord has decided, who can say? So even in our life, if something happens, we must say, if I have done my best, I must say, Lord wants it this way. That's the conclusion in our life I must draw. I'll tell you a true story. See, when this COVID struck, there was a family. No, I'm not going to tell the name. The boy was in a high position here, and then sponsored mother for the green card, and generally mother comes in right away. But then she came and they were staying in the same apartment. Lady from India, just her dad was not there. Her husband passed away, so she came. But then the boy had a fiancée, his girlfriend, not fiancée, girlfriend. And she said, I don't want this lady in our house. No way. It's true story. So the boy took another apartment in the same complex and stayed there. Now you can imagine the life in a new society. Money is there, everything is there. But then she said, I was happy in India. Why did I come here? The boy goes and visit the family mother sometimes. So her guru asked her, what do you think? What happened? She called Guru. And she is calm and she said, Lord wanted me to place in a place where my sadhana will accelerate. Now I have nothing to worry. I have a faithful son who serves me, and all my rest of my life I am doing Bhagwan's upasana. I devote rest of my life to Bhagwan. I am healthy. Everything is there. Now see, this attitude, see, this is very easy to me to tell you and you to listen, but very hard. These are realities. These are realities. But how will come to face at what time, we don't know. But this attitude is there that Lord has placed me in such a place where I don't have to worry about anything. Everything is taken care of. Great. Hari Ichha Balava. He said, I didn't come. I asked her, but how did you digest this? She said, I didn't come on my own. I was sort of, forced in the way. This is how it was. And I came. And she said, I can always go back. Who is stopping me from going back? No one. So she may have gone back after COVID restriction, travel restrictions are gone. I don't know. I had not been in touch with her more recently. But I really admired the spiritual strength she had. It's not easy. And that only comes when our intellect is convinced that this is how Lord has placed me in this situation. Okay, so now after this, now Arvind, that's okay. Tell us what happened to Narad Muni. You may say. So after this, Naradji said, Shivji is not going to praise me. I don't want this advice. So he goes to his father, Brahmaji. Now what happens? But it will take time to Narad Muni to go to Brahmaji. So let him go. We'll see next week. We'll see next week what happens. So we'll stop here. We have 5 minutes. I want to tell you something, but we'll say our ending prayer first and then we'll talk. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.